So we're here interviewing AP World History students to see what we think is good to do in this class.
Hi guys! Well, I've been in Mr. Cheat's class this year and it's been such a fun class. Like when I first signed up I thought it was going to be so hard. I thought it was going to be a whole bunch of like book work and just all about studying, but Mr. Treat really makes it easy and he's such an amazing teacher. He helps you a lot, and if you have any questions, just go to him and he'll help you. And one advice that I want to make is just make this class fun. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Like, get not a bunch of friends, just get 2 or 3 friends that will help you go over the chapters and what we're talking about in class. And just don't mess around in class though. That's the one thing. Just follow what Mr. Treat says and just make this class fun. At the end of the year, you guys have to make a documentary, and it's just gonna be so much fun. Just enjoy your time in this class.
Okay. Basically, what I would say to the incoming AP World History people is go at your own pace, and you'll get suggestions from Mr. Treat of how to do stuff and how to do your notebook and stuff, but participate how you want to, so that way you can get the information you need at your own pace.
Alright, for some crazy reason you decided to take an AP course. Congratulations! I only have 3 pieces of advice for you. Latin America, Latin America, Latin America. Study Latin America.
And Rome.
Okay, so what I recommend is when you're taking notes, actually take the notes and have some sort of organization, and don't take paper out of your notebook for other things because you're going to need the space in your notebook. And when you're reading the book for chapter reading, make sure you write down the footnotes on the side. Those are very, very, very helpful. And don't get on Mr. Treat's bad side. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, good.
You need to keep a notebook, and in your notebook you need to have a table of contents, and you need to highlight everything that's important because it keeps you very organized and it helps you find things easier. So keep a different color for names, dates, places, and other important things and vocabulary words because it'll help you find things a lot easier. And good luck.
Okay, so you guys should definitely get your study guides and use them at the end of each chapter. There's a review and then there's a unit review. Do both of them. Do it in pencil so you can do it as you read, and then again at the end of the school year so you can study for the AP test. It's hard, but it's definitely worth it.
Well, the night before the exam, I crammed pretty well. Best I've ever done before. It was an alright idea, but it did me justice, but it kind of sucked because I stayed up kind of late, which was not a good idea. But exam was alright. I don't think it was excruciating, but it's a pretty good test. Kind of hard, but if you study, then you'll be fine.
I have 2 words of advice for you. Okay, first of all, keep a map with you when you read the notes because it's important to know where everything is. And at the end, if you don't know where everything is and the timeline of everything, it'll screw you up. And second of all, read. If you forget to read, you're pretty much screwed. We have reading quizzes every Monday, so if you don't read, then your grade goes down. And tests are really hard, so that's going to bring your grade down even more. So it's really not that hard. It's pretty interesting. If you split it up between 2 other people, and then you just send notes to each other, it'll be fine.
So for the AP World History test, I thought it was alright. As long as you guys somewhat prep before it, you guys don't want to go into the test without even studying or anything. Even if you do, even if Mr. Treat tells you not to crunch time, a little bit of crunch time is, or crunch studying, a little bit of crunch studying is fine too, because you at least learn the content and you'll learn last minute things that you should know for the test.
When the test started coming up, I started studying a lot.
Okay, listen to the discussions when you have the questions. Listen to what people are asking. It helps.
And then go to your study groups. Seriously, honest to God, go to your study groups. It's gonna help. And there's supposed to be, you guys should have a cram party at the end of the year, but don't just not read all the way up to the cram party and say, oh cool, 4 hours of studying. I'm totally gonna get an entire year in 4 hours of studying for my AP test. It doesn't work that way. And
do the green cards and the ladder of knowledge, those cards help so much in all the tests all year long, and they help in the AP test.
Okay, and like stress yourself to make sure that you like do everything this year, but don't kill yourself, because if you're dead, you can't take the AP test, and even if you're like half dead, you can't take the AP test, so you know, don't die of stress, you know.
And on the AP test, the DBQ, put the most time into the DBQ, because you have the most information, you can make that one really good, and the other ones tend to be shorter and less detailed.
Yeah, and you can like kind of like skip your brain on the DBQ, because all you have to do is like elaborate the document. Like for the compare and contrast and all that stuff, you don't really have, I mean, you have to like think and like apply yourself. You have to do that. And then, oh god, read the prompt, read the prompt, please read the prompt. Seriously, because otherwise you're like bad person because you didn't read the prompt, and it's sad, and you feel all not good by the end of it.
When you're reading the book, read the footnotes and all that, because those are really, really important on all the tests. He puts a lot of questions on those.
Yepers. Okay. Rome and Latin America next year. Okay, there is going to be this kid who will remain unnamed for the time being, but you will meet him next year because he hangs out in the AP room during lunch because he's amazing and whatever. Anyway, so any kid that hangs out in there, you're gonna want to make friends with them because they know what they're talking about. There's one kid that's like an expert on Rome, and I'm sure he will inform you of this, and just pay attention to what he says because he actually knows what he's talking about.
And listen to Mr. Tree. He actually knows what he's talking about.
And read lots on Rome and Latin America. They're like big test questions. You're gonna want to know them. And yeah.
Are we going?
Alright, where are we going? Okay.
Are you close enough that the camera's actually gonna pick up on it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm still too close.
It's like, thank you, Tom.
Alright.
Not that close, bubble space.
Alright, you all know me. You all know me. I can't do